Light years from home till I found you. A galaxy in front of me, going up above. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Check. 1, 2, check. Rubber biscuit. Check. This one says vodka and this one says tequila. Are you on? Turn it off. This one says animal cookies, but it doesn't look like any animal cookies I've ever eaten. Well, now you've done it, Celinda. Now you got Mr. Miles' attention.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been.
Shall we get started?
Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made out of love.
My, you're being proper, aren't you?
I can't stop. I want it all.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I'm so thankful. Thank you very much.
Welcome everybody to the Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. My name is Lane. We're taking a look at the charts tonight, just watching Bitcoin do what Bitcoin does, and got some exciting news from some of these altcoins going on. If you're in it, you probably already know it, and if you're not in it, you're kind of wishing, man, I should have got into that one, huh? Watching Bitcoin as she goes up and then goes down. Now, this is what we call a scallop pattern. Now, I like them personally myself. I especially like to see them like this at a, an area where she's kind of dive bombed down before, and then I see a scallop. Usually a good sign. They usually come about somewhere around halfway. So I'm halfway around. So maybe here at 60,500-ish, we might bounce. May come all the way down to 60,000. I don't know. She looks like she wants to try to do something here, but I'm just not getting the sign. Unless I mismeasured something here. Everything looked kosher what I got. So, Now, any bounce that we get from a 382 Fibonacci will be a nice bounce. It should be a nice strong one. That's one of the great places. If you do see something starting to take off from there, and even if she's gotten above her highest high, if she bounced from there, it's a good sign she's got some more steam in her, wind in her sails there to go higher. So little alpha to look out for as far as your Fibonacci goes, and when you do get a confirmed bounce. So, but I'm still looking at the possibility for Bitcoin to be coming down, and that's fine. This is a pattern that if you kind of zoom out, you'll often see that with the roundy thing here, and then kind of a move like that. And that makes a double bottom for us and gives us a measured move, which could take us up to these areas around 64.9. Let's go ahead and take that measured move and see what we got. We'll just pull it down here. We'll just go all the way back down to here to where our candle closes. Put it on top of, I guess I came up a little short there. It's coming up here more around this area, about 66.19. Even got some trend lines up here that give us a confluence for that. So interesting idea. If we get a nice little bounce back from Bitcoin, should help all the altcoins kind of bounce back. Been looking for that idea to play out and hoping to see it on Total 3. Total 3 looking a little lackluster, but she did get a breakout above a trend line. Now she's just kind of, oh, you almost said it. How can you not say it? Limp, 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 lip, limp. She just kind of limp, floppy, and limp. I can't say it without saying it. But she's riding the leg of this trend line. It's another way I try to explain that sometimes. Looking over here, we're at an area where you need to bounce off of this Total 3 and give us a little run up. You teased us and now you let us down. If I wanted to be treated like this, I would be on Bumble and Tinder and all of that. Don't treat me this way. Come on, let's go. So we're watching the dollar slowly gain some strength here against, well, everything. Whatever shenanigans they got going over to make the dollar worth more. But they're going to try every trick in their book because they want that. They really want that. We don't so much want it as much, but whatever. The dollar's going up. Let it do its thing. Eventually, we all know where it's headed, right? We're the same place where every other fiat currency has ever went, to zero. That's just what they do. A lot of times after 100 years, and we've had this dollar around for, well, around 100 years. I'm just saying. But right now, let's take a look at what's popping and all the rage. Let's take a look at that old Caspa. Yeah, she's at 18 cents again. She was over here before and here before, and she lost it and came way down. Did you really come down that low? I feel like I missed this. When was it? This was Friday, May. Okay, well, this was like back in May. Okay, came down to 10 cents back in May. And then straight back to 19. Talk about some good gains from there, right? 89% gains there from this bottom of this range. It's not the first time she's been here. Let's tighten up our lines from what we got going on. Give us an idea, if any, about what kind of pattern we may be in. So, we've got a line up here, 18.9, is that correct? No, right here. About 18.9, 18.8 is the area I'm looking at there. That we may be trying to go up and hit. The good thing is this trend line, normally expect problems from that, and it looks like we did have some. We come in a smaller time frame, or maybe not at all. What the hell, Caspa? For real? You just blazed right through that? I mean, alrighty. Trying to see if I drew it wrong, or maybe if I had some wiggle room here. Maybe that would have been more of the this time frame. Man, I don't know. But it seems to have a lot of confidence here as resistance, and then got past the resistance. My trend line was where, and here I am looking at some blast through where I had my line drawn. But she got through the hurdle. The hurdle she needed to get through was fighting through all this. And you can see a little bit better here, support, resistance, flip, whatever. Anyway, number go up now, which is good. She got past the trend line, that's the thing. And then when you do that, usually results in a nice strong move. So I expect to see it go maybe even past what I've got, and just come right on up here to 19.3. Do it, Casper. I got some orders up there waiting for you to take a little profit. No, Mr. Miles doesn't like hearing that, but that is part of my strategy. That's how I build more Casper. You know, I gotta sell a little so I can buy some more, if that makes some sense. And this is one of my sell a little bit targets in there. So Casper, oh Casper. So clearly a breakout from that back in this trend line. We don't need to worry about this guy anymore. We just got to worry about this one and where it might be taking us. And I'm just going to throw this on the top over here just to see. We technically need some more touches for that to be valid. Don't have it, but you know, hey, we're just playing a guessing game, right? Let's kind of make him dotted so that we know he's not a major serious line just to be at. Could even bring it down here. Now there are more touches there. Keeping that idea in mind, if we keep on the same trajectory, that's pointing toward 20.8 cents. And been looking for that to happen for a while, hasn't? So is it Casper's turn? I hope so. But it looks like she could get a nice run up to possibly touch those areas, maybe even more. I'm on the 1 hour chart. Want to zoom out just a little bit because that's what I like to do. I like to zoom out. This trend line is makeshift, so it's not really telling us anything. This trend line might motivate a little confidence up here at 23. That would be awesome. Go do it, Casper. Double dog dare ya, Casper. Go do it. What did the Phoebe say? She's got a 618 retracement. She's pointing right up here. That's where this one come from. I'm going to tighten it up and put it right here. We're going to call this. That's a possibility. I don't know that we'll go straight to it, but just based on what she's done and retracements in there, we should be getting 22.6 cents. 22.6 cents, Casper, when she gets there. If you wanted to do the measure move thing, you just go from there and put this on the 618, and it takes you right up to that level. Well, isn't that amazing? Or you want to tighten it up? I think you should tighten it up. Technically, I got two little tiny zones. If you're really trying to squeeze it in, you might want to put 22.9 cents on your radar also. Maybe a little backup place to take a little profit. Not saying that we're going there today or going there tomorrow, but I want to say we're probably going to get there soon. She may, I don't know, when I say soon, I mean relatively. Can't throw a date on that road dog. I would say by at least Friday, September the 27th. Well, how convenient. That's very long. I mean, 2 days, dude. I don't know. She's on a nice little trend right now. It seems that if it keeps within this trend line, we could reach that by July 22nd. 23rd or 24th-ish. Somewhere through there-ish. We'll get there when we get there, but that's just some nice ways to play some guessing games that sometimes do work out, as odd as it is, and they just kind of follow a trend line. And 2 points beat, time and price, whatever. Wouldn't bet the farm on it, but it's just kind of something cool to stand by and watch, you know. So Casper looking awesome. Let's give a shout out to everybody that's hanging out here with me tonight and find my chat. There you are, chat. And we got Mr. Miles, we got Rising Sun. Straga's in the house. How's it going, Straga? And we got Miss Celinda Anderson. Glad to have you here. Love to see women in crypto. Love that. Love that. I'm glad of that. There was just a time where it seemed like it was the bros club, you know. There's very few women in crypto back when I was first getting into it. So love that. And I like seeing the content creators. I like seeing more women content creators. And I'll tell you one that's shoot. Let's do go a female content creator, crypto creator, a shout out here. She don't even know who I am, but I know who she is because she's awesome. She worked for Crypto Banner for a little while. It's Trade Travel Chill. Her name is Annie, and she's awesome. Now, if you're a day trader, whoa! Can you guys hear that? Or am I just hearing that? I'm not trying to listen to you, Annie. But the noise is getting to me. Click the, okay, got it. I was getting all the noises. Trade Travel Chill. This is Annie. She's got what, 42,000 subscribers. Man, she's a great. If you're more into day trading, and you kind of like the vector candles and that kind of thing, yeah, she's your girl. She's your girl flat down. If you're a day trader, that's who I would look for. Not the people that are chasing the 1 minute things, doing the flip flops, whatever, scalping or whatever. I mean, you know, you want to do it right. Something akin to the style of Jason Casper. More like Tito, if you're familiar with him from, what is it, Trading? What is Tito on? What's the name of his channel? I already forgot. Oh my gosh, some of you guys will know him, and if you know him, then you're already familiar with him, and the people that don't are sitting there saying, what the hell is this idiot saying? I can't, he doesn't even know. Tito, pattern traders, oh man, that'll come to me. Anyway, she's pretty awesome, Annie. It's interesting when you look at the market, and sometimes you just want to take a look from somebody else's perspective that's not your own, to a style that's different from yours sometimes, and you know, she has a good head on her shoulders for all this stuff, so just thought I'd do that since we're talking about women in crypto. That's how we got there was because we got women in crypto. So back to the chat here. And we got Joe from Trade Intuition, another YouTuber. Give him a shout out. Go check him out. Mr. Mouse says, a few days ago you said looks like Bitcoin is rounding down. Nailed it. Oh, well, sometimes. The question, but you know, that's just what the charts were saying. It's just taking it a while to do anything. And I think it was, is this the same move? So I remember it was on a small time frame, right? 6 minute. Was this last night or something? Anyway. Somehow it looks totally different than when I first came in on this stream. Why does Bitcoin look different to me, son? Oh, here we are on this one. Okay, it's 1 hour, so yeah, that would have went a little way. But yeah, it's just common to do that. She gave her first signs over here when she's just started showing a slight rounding, and then usually that'll turn into a scallop, or you can look for that a lot of times if your little rising wedge doesn't break out. But this is, yeah, I might as well, since you kind of noticed that. Let me go over here and just kind of show you some background on that, because Thomas Bukowski, it's also on the chart patterns. Is it the ugly, the small? It's not the busted. He talks about this, but it's not in a place that you would normally see it. It's not the ugly patterns. Indicator rank small, index, maybe I'll have to find it and come back. I don't want to. They got a pick index. Maybe we can find it here real quick. Let me just go down. It's not one of the more common things that you see him talking about, but it is one. Just it's a nice little thing to look at especially when you get like a V-shaped recovery type deal, or a V-shape, a big drop. You can see that happen a lot. I'll see if I can find that some other time and do that. And a little rounding out. Now she may make a pattern out of this. She may establish a range, but usually what we see is they come down and then sometimes they'll just start taking off, man. That's what I'm hoping we'll see. We'll say come down and then brrp. Tis what I'm hoping for, and too early to tell right now. I think she can come all the way down here before she does it. I was in a short. I was shorting from up here, and I got out of it. I got in profit, and I just got out of it. My experiences with shorts, like the ones that, I mean, I need to see. You usually get faster action when you short, and when they don't start going fast, they start making me nervous, and I'm like, I'm just waiting for you to turn around. So yeah, I got out of the short, but if I'd stayed in it, it would have been pretty cool. It's just it's a slow burn down though, and I just shorting at a bottom area is not comfortable for me. That goes against the rule for me. It's not the best area to short. So I shorted from a 618, and she just lackluster. So I'm actually looking along, because I think we're going to get a little turnaround out of Bitcoin. I don't know how great of a turnaround it's going to be, but I can see a possibility of a little one coming. But here on the 8-hour Bitcoin, we got the death cross. Thump, thump, thump. So, but if I had to guess, I'd be looking somewhere around 64,000, 63.8, somewhere through there. If I had to guess for a little bit of a relief rally. Joe says he's in a short on Turbo and crossed under another support level at 0.0045. I noticed Turbo was down today. That's the best time to short it. Let's take a look at Turbo. How is she? Oh, nice. Did you not even... Oh, you okay, 0.5. That's not 0.5, I was about to say. I didn't see my line. I need a better line there. I thought I made that more noticeable. You can barely see that line. On the 0.5 there. You need to tighten it. We'll make it a lighter purple. Oh, that didn't help. Oh, well. Am I looking? Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Thinking she'll come back down here and touch 0.003 something, 38, 37-ish. Nice one, nice one. She definitely did lose that letter. Oh, look, shoulder had maybe a... I'm picky on shoulder. I'm picky on them. Maybe I shouldn't be so picky. Maybe I'm just too dang picky on head and shoulder. It ends up playing out like it, but I think I'm more picky than Thomas Bukowski is on it. As far as drawing a neckline, because I would get something crazy like this and I'd be like, well, that's fine. I would look at it. I don't know. In the big sense, it doesn't matter, because if you just draw your lines for any of your head and shoulders, you end up usually with some kind of wedgie type thingy going on. Now, these are normally bullish, but when they break to the downside, it's usually quite the move. So that might turn out to be a really good short here. She starts going. Looks like she's getting ready to. Well, that's a good one. It is a good one. Go nail it, Joe. I just want to take a look at, well, FET, see what it's doing. Fetch AI. I'm on the 4-hour chart here, so right off the bat, we see she got rejected at the 200 moving average, holding the 9. That's cool. I like that. I looked at my moving average strategy, just kind of give me a feel for what's going on. Use trend lines to help me figure out, you know, the extremes of what's going on. Use these little price labels down here at the bottom of the trend lines to identify good areas to try to buy at. Maybe, possible. We get a bounce there. And I just identify the areas. I don't tell you how to get in. Joe can give you some great strategies on how to get in. I can give you some my triggers, tell you what I do sometimes. And sometimes they work for certain things. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'm just out there taking the risk at the bottom of the trend line because that's what I do. Because I like getting things on the bottom, and a bounce from the bottom where I've got a tight risk to reward ratio. Then I know there's that. I can put a tight stop loss down there. Are you going to do it? That's the real question. Do you do it or do you not? But you can. You can get your risk reward ratio very low down here. And that can let you, if you're using leverage or any kind of margin, that can let you actually get a bigger position and get a nicer, more profitable move to the upside. And that's one reason that I like doing this strategy and bottom feeding. And better clarify that idea quickly. I won't spend too much time, but that's just what the kind of thing that I look at it. And everybody's different as when they get in. Some people like buying the breakouts, some people might buy in different levels, and everything is great as long as you got a strategy that works for you and you stick with it. Try not to flip-flop from whatever any YouTuber just happens to say. You know, so I feel so good about this one, and you're like, you mean I shouldn't short? Okay, go long. But then I decided that I was going to short this one. Oh shit, he shorted. I just went long. How Well, they're not. I don't know. You hear whatever. It's easy. You can hear just a sly little comment and it'll hit you, you know, a certain way. I remember Lark Davis talking about Uniswap being a useless governance token, and I was like, "You're right, Lark. It is a useless government token." And then I sold mine, and then a week or so later, they came out and started talking about how they're going to start sharing the profit sharing or whatever. It's basically what it is, right? Sharing the fees with the holders and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh, that's what you're supposed to do in the first place. That's why I got in you, right? Or why I wanted to keep you." And now I don't even know what the status of that is. Anyway, but just little things can get inside your head. We won't try to get to a point where that doesn't happen. Back to what I was talking about, risk reward ratio, man, I can set up a 3% stop loss or something. If you wanted to be a little bit more conservative, you can go with this one lower over here. But I'm saying, you break that trend line, in my mind, this trade's over with anyway. It ain't going up to where I'm wanting it to go. So my idea of making that nice 10 to 1 risk reward ratio would be over. So a nice 2 or 3% stop loss somewhere under this line, underneath a nice bigger candle or something. How I look at it. And so doing that, if I'm on leverage and I only want to risk $100, well, that means while stop loss gets hit, I'll take that $100 fee for this trade. But if she don't get hit, my $100 could turn into $1,000 by the time we reach this target at the top of the channel. I risk 100 to make 1,000 versus a strategy where I risk 500 to make 40. I'm going to go with this one all the time. And of course, you can always set little take profit areas, take a portion of your trade out, raise your stop loss, play the smart game, do all that good stuff. Do that whether you're on spot or leverage. But FET, she may be coming back down to 154. That's what I was trying to get through with it. And possibly a target she could hit up here about 202. Uh-oh, did Road Dogg just assume someone's gender? Trader's Reality. Yeah, Trader's Reality. That's where Tino's at. I like Tino. Mr. Miles says Casper didn't hold 18 cents as support. We're going to zero again. We should come back down to... Man, I'm surprised she went down to 14. The chart said it, but I was surprised that she did it. I don't know. There's this because she held at 15 for so long. Do we need to go back and take a look at Casper? Oh, that's just a wick on this candle. Oh, that's a totally different wick. Ichimoku Cloud says it ain't, and then she's good. She's good. Ichimoku Cloud is like, want to add fuel to this fire. Set those extra rockets on fire here. So she might get a, I mean, she hasn't broken, this is on the 1 hour, and she hasn't broken this trend line yet. And if she does, then we'll get a new trajectory, but she may just really stick with the one she's had right here. Nice. She's still above the 9 moving average, Mr. Miles. I don't see any danger just yet. But if it was, pull back, what, 17.3 maybe? Should be some confidence there. 17.3 would be the 0.5, which is by Dow theory for this little impulse move where it would kind of gravitate to. If she breaks that trend line, I'm not convinced. Yeah, she's going to. Coming all the way down to the 3 minute to trying to get a decision here. We got a very good chance to bounce off the 50 moving average and that trend line right there. We're Casper, do it. It's the only thing making money today, really. Unless you shorten a bunch of stuff, then you're probably making some good money. But come on, Casper. Do we need to go down to the 1 minute? Gaspa, baby. Bouncing off the 200. I'm saying she's probably good. I'm just saying she's probably okay. But keep an eye on that. Oh, look at this on the 2 hour. 50 across 200. There's your buy signal. Doesn't mean buy now, but it means buy the next pullback. At some point, she's got to pull back, Mr. Mouse. But it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty like, where are you holding? Where are you holding? Where are you trying to hold, Cass? But this level? That looks good. There's a place over here, a place there. Let's draw a line. Now I need to do something special to this line, so I remember what it's for. I don't know. We'll just do a dashed line. How's that dashed line? So here on the 2 hour, was it 17.7 cents? That could be a good area for it to hold. And it would be a good sign for it to hold that area. That could mean the move shall continue if it holds. Still keep getting the lower 17s as a possibility. Maybe not now, but we got 2 hours. I would say sometime within the next 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours, it might revisit that area. Oh, Casper. Oh, Casper. There's a coin called CVX that's rocking today. I haven't really looked at it. I'm not in it, but she seemed to be getting some gains today. It's bouncing off the 200 on same time frame, 2 hour. Want to zoom out. It's okay. It's doing something, but I'm not excited about it. All right, thought I'd look at it. Maneki was another one. Maneki. Got that over on MexC. Oh, look. It looks like a fish hook. Are you going to take the bait? It's above the non-moving average, trying to get above the 21. It's not been successful at that just yet. That's a 618 up here. I expect some serious rejection there at 1 cent, 1.08 cent, or 0.010821 to be exact on this chart. MACD suggests that she might want to do something. It's not confirmed yet. That would be a good sign. I want to get rid of this stuff just to, or some of this stuff, just so I can think. So I got some fib targets up there. I'll leave those guys. Like an 886 retracement, possibly. Okay. So when you get a deep retracement like that to that 886, I mean, it's always great to say, oh, you know, rounded bottom, come back up here and we go up, you know, all that. But realistically, your targets, she's going to have a little bit more of a lackluster come up. So some good targets to put on the board would be about the 786 fib and the 886. She's less likely to break through those areas on her first try anyway. Most likely you get a deep retracement, you know, they kind of work their way up here and then find some rejection and, you know, we start going a little sideways. So I would kind of think that we're kind of doing more of this idea of a range or a channel for this little guy, but for any immediate targets, I would be looking at these guys. Oh. So for Maneki, what we got? Did I move that one? Put that back. Put it back where you got it. 1.3 cents, 1.6, 1.8 cents. We're currently at a penny right now, or 0.0086 right now. Interesting to watch. She might be doing something. She's not really got a breakout per se, but once that confirms, might be something there. Once she gets above this line, that will be a safer place to enter. Because it's just going to have a headache until she gets past 0.0106 area. I got a 618 Fibonacci level there. There's a 50 moving averages there. There's a lot of things that could just slam her down on the head and make her come back and rethink her life at 0.008 cents or lower. Mr. Mouse says volume fading. Buyers exhausted. Law, hey, welcome to stream, man. Look at ICP. Sure. How's it doing? $8. Wow. So I was looking at 670 and I'm wondering, are we going to hit it? I don't know. We could if we lose this level, but looks like she might try to come back and retest this area. I doubt that she comes all the way back to that wick though. If I had to guess, which I'd guess a lot, that's basically what we do. We just make hopefully some halfway educated guesses with this stuff. Maybe about 770. Yeah, we might see that as she kind of accumulates down here. It sucks that she's down to this price right now, because she got up to what, 20 bucks and came all the way down to $7 to $8. But once we kind of eventually this 100 is going to cross that 200, and a lot of times when that happens, that's about the time that price will start doing some kind of a retest, a bearish retest, and start to try to come back up to these areas. So I would say we might get a chance to come back up to 1140 or 1150, which from these areas, let's see, even where we are now up to there, be about a nice 40%. So I mean, there's definitely some possibilities to long and make some money out of this. I'm just getting in on a safe long, or just adding to your position, and if you already got one, and maybe it gets you into profit when you get up here. There's different ways to look at it and play it. But right now she's not ready for it. Let's see what she says on the 4 hour. She's wanting to work on it, but I've got a little bit more work to do there. But this is also one that I'm in and got it on spot margin, building a bigger bag of it, and I will definitely be getting some more in these areas. Striga says ICP to 1000. Grimmer says CTI. How's it going, Grimmer? Oh, she's... what is she doing? Came down and maintained it. Oh, test the 21 moving average. That's cool. Retesting the 50 moving average now. Can't see it because I got a trend line right there, but that's what she's doing right now. Is she going to make it? Oh, what else we got? 4 hour time frame is what I'm on. Oh, okay. Well, she's got to get above that. That looks interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. It's kind of wild looking, but I'll take that. It's got symmetry to it. $618, that's cool. Put this guy in the picture, and it's 200 moving averages up there. I'm seeing some confluence on that idea. I'm seeing an idea that maybe 2.6 cents might come into the picture here. Let me zoom out just a second. I got too many fibs up. Oh wow, when you zoom out and see We're just way down here on the bottom of this trend line. I think this one's at a great place to turn around, and she's showing some signs, but she might be doing it. There's some other signs to be cautious on over here too, though. 200 is kind of pointing toward an interesting area. Still, I think was this a fib? I'm pretty sure that. I've got a support resistance area identified right here. I think that is one of my 236 fib areas. So I would expect a hiccup there too at 2.3 cents. And we had a target at 2.6. And we're currently at pretty much 2 cents right now. So now I can come back to the smaller time frame, look at it, see. And okay, 2.3. Thought I put a price label there. So basically the previous high that we had, there might be a kind of a hiccup right there, a little bit right before it. And she may kind of stumble around with that. But it's good that we broke this trend line and we're reclaiming this area, get past this area, and then 2.6, and then, jeez. When can we get to 3? I got a 3.6 target. It'll be a while before she gets up there, though. She's going to struggle around 3 cents until she gets her bearing. Eventually, she'll get her turnaround and start doing. She'll get her upside, but right now we just hit the wall and we're doing our U-turn and got to gain our momentum back. So I think it looks like a good place where it can. We want to see it bounce from here. We'll put it that way. We want to see it bounce from here. And it looks like it's trying. Hey, there's Crypto 420. How's it going? Take a look at some of these serious coins right now, like Pepe. Hanging out at 1256. Did she ever get down to my... I had a lie. No, nothing ever went down to 9. You suck, Road Dog. You suck. We got 1080. Got candle closes there. That counts for something, right? So I think we're looking at the possibility of her to wick down and touch that 200 moving average, or that 100 moving average. And no, she didn't actually touch it. They don't always have to. Sometimes you won't see them touch a 50. Usually, I mean, a 100, and usually though, you will see them on a 50. It really just depends. There's nothing written that says price must touch the moving average. There's nothing written that says that. But it cool when they do, sometimes. So we're above the 9, above the 21, above the 50. They just haven't flip-flopped yet into the right order, but looks like they're getting ready to, so that's cool. Or they got a chance to. I like that idea. That's kind of cool. Well, let's take our fibs, and we didn't quite get a 618. We'll have to call a 0.5 on that little guy. I'm cool with the targets that we got right here. 0.000019 1986. 12's a good gear. Where can we expect to find a hiccup? I think you're going to have a hard time getting above this trend line, and right now our first hiccup was at about 14.8, and we are at 12.52 right now. So those are pretty much common areas that it gets stuck at, or it seems to get stuck at some of the same areas. But that's okay. That helps you play the game, I think. Check out Shadow. She's been doing some stuff. I'm trying to bottom out here, maybe above the 50 moving average. Cool. You might be doing something, Shadow. What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? I think the best target to shoot for would be about 79 cents. That's just my take. That's where I'd shoot for. She's struggling with 65 cents. We got a 72-cent area over here, fib, but... And the Ichimoku Cloud kind of likes that too. Should I mark that one? She kind of levels out there too. She'll mark it. She even puts a... Would it occur at this time on Friday, July 12th? I don't know. She's got a level there. We'll mark it. I think she can get through that and go to 79. But then again, that's just me thinking. I used to think that I could fly until I fell off the roof. So take that for what you will. I feel like I'm in a Indiana Jones movie right now. I don't know if I can go with that vibe. Dog with hat. Sitting at $2 and a penny. Look like she's trying to get a breakout. She's above non-moving average. Are we headed toward the 21? 21's coming in where? 228. 618 Fibonacci's coming in at 244. Are we on the right fibs now? We got a bottom? I don't believe we are. We got to look at this a whole new way, people. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where prices maybe kind of sort of maybe going to go. This is where 618's at. Nice. Let's put a line there. Color her yellow. So I see her getting to 212. She needs to get past 212. I think she can get past that hurdle. That is kind of a little bit of a support resistance area. If you look at these wicks over here, come on. Well, they might come into play. I don't think it's a strong one, or else they wouldn't be wicks. I like the idea. 212, 246, 309. Man, even 353 looks good. Possibly. Can you color you a different color? Aye. Sometimes I like to add my own non-copyrighted sound effects and jingles. Oh, look at that. I like that a lot. I like that trend. Ooh, baby. Skipped it if it do. I like that. Ooh, color you green. That was a happy find. That's a happy little line right there. I like happy little lines. So if you're looking at it that way back in the day, you might have been looking at this triangle pattern that's going to take you to the upside. I don't ever do this to my triangle patterns. I just they've just disappointed me so much that I don't even give them the benefit of a big ass measure move. But some people out there would be quick to call one. Some people just always look for number go up. Number don't always go up though. It's on the upside, the $6.30. And look. If you'd done this trade setup, you get these things, or you get some big ass setup. We all do big ass setups, so I'm guilty of that too. And you get those big ass. Some people love putting big ass stop losses, like 18%. I have seen these stop losses go up to like 30-40%, and I'm like, you would say something, but you'd probably get banned. Actually, I got it. But to me, I don't like that. And that would be spot trading. which is a good way to do, which most of your trades should be spot, by the way. I'm just saying, because this perpetual stuff is not how you're going to make $1 million. You're just not. I mean, it can be done. BitBoy did it and he showed it, but I mean, chances are BitBoy just happened to have been introduced to that option to do that at the moment the Bitcoin decided to blast off and keep going. Perfect timing. Notice that it was not repeated this time when the number went up from the same prices. Just saying, you know, leverage and futures, it's more there to get your money than it is to give you their money. Just trying to say. But spot trading, just as good, especially with altcoins. Oh my gosh. So if you had a big trade set up, going to get you that 8-to-1 risk reward ratio, but you bailed out, well, you only got a 3-to-1, which is a lot better than what I see displayed when I see people do this sometimes. That's pretty cool. Anyway, she came back down. She broke out and came back down, rode the leg, as I call it. She came back down, retested the trend line. When you get a breakout from these triangle patterns, they have got a high percentage rate to come back and, one, retest the breakout price. That's what you got to look at. You got to look at the breakout. Not only you look at the levels you said before, she loses that. Look at the breakout price, because that's usually where she's going to touch. If she can't hold that, then it's anywhere along that line, man. It's kind of like once they lose this area, you're like, oh crap, this one's fizzled out on me. But then we got her bounce, so let's see if we get something good from this. She got down to what? 150? They hit almost 463, man. That was a good deal. Imagine she comes back to her previous highs. Now that's about a 180% gain from that bottom there. From where we are now, sitting here at this breakout point, getting up to 618 be 55% gains. That's $3.09. If she decides to move on up to a previous area she's been at before several times, $3.54, that could be 77% gains from where she was possibly breaking out from a, I'm not going to call her a symmetrical triangle, I'm going to call her a falling channel. Well, that's what I say. Well, you can take this measure move here and put it right there. And it gets you well above our targets. Might that be why they rarely hit? I'm just saying, might that be why they rarely hit? When you take a crazy ass measure move, because really you're supposed to do it from the channel width. Although for a falling wedge it is a little different, but still. You got measure moves, you got support resistance, you got Fibonacci, you got so many ways to get your target areas and to develop a plan, an attack plan on how you want to approach this market and turn a little bit into a little bit more and keep doing that and then watch it grow and grow. Still, I will tout that the big gains that you're likely to find is from being patient with those nicely purchased long-term holds, whether you DCA into them or not. It's a great strategy. If all the trading stuff seems too complicated, finding a good way to DCA is your way, and that's got a lot of flexibility to it. You can either do it by time-based, I'm going to do it every week, every 2 weeks. You can narrow it down to what day of the week, pick the day of the week that the market usually tanks. Mondays are good. Find a good red Monday. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes even the weekends. I don't, but when retail's here, the weekends will start going up. You can do it time-based. You could do it with just when you see red days in the market. So many ways. You do it at certain price levels. When it gets to a certain price, I want to start dipping it in. So many ways that you can do it, but however you do it, you're routinely coming in and buying, and the lower that you can put your buys in, well, the quicker you go into profit when they come out of it. Even the pros DCA. Actually, a lot of traders that I hear on YouTube, they talk about it. That's sounds like it's one of their main strategies. Grimmer says, looking like my 6-star ORI prediction might have 6? Oh no! Last time I looked at it, she was between $12 and $15. Oh wow! I haven't been keeping up with this one. She broke her trend line. Look at that. $10. Good news is these drops from these types of patterns, not too bad. Probably find support somewhere shortly here. That looks a little shallow to me, but you remember my $23 target's not going to get hit? Well, that sucks. We drew a green line here, but I got nothing written there. Was I looking at something for some reason? Why is that the 17th? That's the day it lost it. I don't know why I would have that on there though. I need to put more notes on my charts when I do that crazy stuff, man. Marked it for something. Now I don't remember. And I'm not going to watch streams to go figure it out either. So, well, let's see what we got here. So you're thinking $6? Ooh, I hope not, but she could. 7, 695, 7 looks like a good area that would hold. Are you? Oh yes, I shall. Really? Anymore I just do it this way. $6.79. Is that $8? $7.96 I think is the actual number. She's in an interesting shape here that, you know, it's like a falling wedge or a falling channel. They can be bullish and break out of that. She might decide to just come up for a retest before coming down to any of these two areas. 671 or 679 definitely. That's one that I can definitely swing with my fibs. There's a few, yeah, and if you got a target lower than that, it can still come into play. There's another fib down there, but not always gonna hit, but it might. So yeah, it looks like we're headed towards 6 or good. Oh well. It's fun while she lasted. No, she'll be back. This was a pretty good AI play too. They're doing some stuff over there. They've got some apps and things going on. Man, I've been playing around with some of these ecosystems, and all this AI stuff is really taking off. I'm like, everybody's got some kind of image generator, some kind of video generator, and all this other stuff with AI on blockchain, and I haven't even started diving into that. But it looks cool. So it looks like she's going to get cheap for anybody that wants to get an ORI chain cheaper. We have seen her reach $20 before, so 6 to 20, that's a pretty good 3x. Sam Webb says Luxo is doing stuff. LYX. Luxo on Tether. But she's starting to move from a bottom. I'm on a daily chart, so she's had a pretty good week, gotta say. She's come from $2 to $2.69. That's a pretty good come up. If you got in on a breakout through there. Above the 9, 9's crossing the 21, looking cool. So we had this place up here at 289. It's blue, which is normally a measured move, but I think I was just lazy that night and didn't color these things, so. And then another target at 385. Can't remember when we looked at this, but is there anything new here? We got a fib thing going on from somewhere. Oh look, you would shame me. You didn't hit your 272. Why didn't you hit your 272? They don't always hit. Sad to say, they don't always hit, but she came close, right? Worth noting this technique, whether you treat it as a level that's got to hit the penny, or you want to treat it as a zone. Honestly, I probably would have missed them. I don't always catch them when I use these levels if I'm trying to catch one. If I'm not active there and I got a limited order in. A lot of times they do. Sometimes they don't. It's not a perfect science, if you want to call it a science at all, but by gosh, it's a great technique. I'll stand by this one. The 272s, baby. I love them. So now we can measure. Swing out, swing low. And here we are. Support resistance flip 236, the accumulation zone. Get it past that, and then we can start looking at those. Yeah, I would go with this guy. Can we move him? I want to move him. I'm moving him down. I'm moving this guy down to 375. And this guy kind of comes down here because, well, now we can keep that as a target. It's 289. That's kind of close to where we are, but it's kind of what I see short term. We've got a 1272 up here, close to a 200 moving average, and that might, well, gets a vote of confidence for me right now. We'll put her up there now. Watch her. 560? Could you do that? Could you do that? Could you do some kind of freaky breakout? Some kind of falling wedgie to the upside and breakout? Have you got some kind of weird ass measure move that will take us up to the sky? I drew a line and lost it. Can we take that measure move, put it at a breakout area, and maybe get back up to this other high at 482? It's a thought to have. That's very valuable. Well, that would work. I like that idea, actually. But let's take the big boy measure move like the algorithm likes, and let's just take it all the way down here and put it up here and say we're going to 628. And I would say that'd probably be stupid. And do it. You can sell it idea. Oh my gosh, I see that idea sold every day. Does it play out though? SDX stacks. That's one of my bigger plays I've got going on. Actually makes me Bitcoin. I got it staked and it earns Bitcoin, and now it earns more Bitcoin than ever. I don't know what they changed, but now the rewards have, wow, they're a lot bigger than what they used to be. I'm like, all right, whatever you did, do more of that. And then, you know, the rune thing dropped, and then all these, man, I've got so many meme coins over there. They just drop over there in my Stacks wallet. I don't know. I'm thinking about moving my stuff over to another Stacks wallet just so I can see what I have that's of value, because a lot of those meme coins don't even prices on them. I'm just like, got saturated with a bunch of meme coins in that wallet, except for one called Dog that I like, and I want to take a look at him in a second. Stacks is at 169. Oh, it's pumpkin time. It's like a yellow line there. That's a 618. So we're at a point where we can get rejected or have some strength and overcome it. Oddly enough, Ichimoku Cloud looks like she wants to slap this little baby down. Why you don't like Stacks right now? What's so wrong with Stacks right now? Why are you wanting to reject on Stacks right now? Tell me. I don't see it. Why? Oh, you got Death Cross. Ooh. So what else you got? High stochastics? No, they can still go though. On the daily, you still got room. MACD? MACD can't tell if she's going to cross or roll over, so what are you doing, Stacks? Well, so in this case, you can say you have to wait for her to get above that. Figure out what she's going to do. And now I'm yawning everywhere. We got a little bit of a change of direction here. I don't know if you see that. No, that's kind of cool. I like that idea. That implies that maybe a rounding shape is starting to come here. That's why I like my trend lines. They let me know this stuff ahead of time. Lines that up and it looks, oh my gosh, we got an actual rounding channel. So if it was me, I'd say screw this trend line. I don't think you're as important anymore. I'd be looking for 208 for rejection and bouncing around through here, but you got to get above 174. And it looks like 181 is going to be a headache. I'm so sleepy now. Oh no. It's getting to be that time. It just happens. Boom. Start turning into a pumpkin. Grimmer says, I drew my fib from, we're talking about from 155 to 21, and it gave me around 6 for the 736. Let's go back and look at it. And when I drew a fib from 21 to 1 to $1.55, it gave me 236 around it. Okay. So if you saw some confluence, yeah, 786 or something, you saw that. And you got some confluence with the fibs. Looking for fibs with your confluences. Let's but it sounds like, well, you just kind of flip-flop them though, right? Let's go. Okay, or I chain, that was it. I forgot what chain we were looking at for a minute. So let's take a look at what. Can I get on a different chart? One that I haven't messed up. CoinEx, I don't think I mucked that one up. You don't have a good. That was against Bitcoin anyway. Let's go back over and we'll take a look. CoinEx Tether. Okay, I haven't messed this one up. So from $1.55 or wherever it used. I've got like $1.48 on this one. I'm assuming you just mean from top to bottom. Yep. And so, oh man, look at that. So on the last time I looked at this, I didn't pull this fib from there, did I? Because she was just hanging in the air, and some of our fibs were coming lower on that chart. That's interesting. But right now it's at a 618 on this particular chart. We should get the same on other charts. I would think it wouldn't be that far off. Let me go back to KuCoin. Did I not? I didn't pull it from here. No. Did I pull it from here? Is that what it is? Or maybe I ignored it or something. Yeah, that was it. And pull it from here, it's a little lower. Maybe that's what, I don't know what I did there. But anyway. Let's go back to the other one. Yeah, so everything's cool on it. Where was that? CoinEx? Tether. That's kind of cool that it's got this the 618 there, so it could hold here. It could, and that would be a great sign if it did. And if it did, I would pull a fib from here to there. If we got a confirmed bounce, that would be our new bottom, and then I would look at the 618 for that target, which would be here. And honestly, I'd look for this area up here too. Which is about 25. Oops, got the wrong one. Deleted the wrong one there. Okay, so you said 786. I've got 786 right here, about this one's saying 564 here. Now that could happen. If we lose a 618, yeah, definitely we would hit it down. But we would be looking for that area, and there might be something in between. There's a lot of congestion here, so it may not actually come all the way down there. So your $6 area. So yeah, that sounds like that's what you did right there. Now, taking the fib backward though, from if you go from this high to that low, and you're saying you got the 236, that's just doing a mirror image, kind of almost like a flip flop. This one's not going to tell you what you want to look for. When you pull from the top, you want to have your bottom in. So like we just did. If this is our turnaround, so if if we do find that we start making higher highs and higher lows there, this would be our bottom. And so I'll just show you how I do it, or what I do with my fibs. I'm taking that from swing high to our new bottom, swing high to swing low, tell me where price is going to go. And then, you know, then we got the 236, which makes a great target for a short term. 618 is always a great one. Every one of these targets makes a great point. But wherever you pulled your first fib from, when you found that 618, take your measure move, put it at that 618. Whoops, did I get too anxious? I got too crazy. And that should give you a nice little target to shoot for. On this particular one, it should be, it didn't come up to it. We could be looking at the 1618. 1414 is good. You can go with the measure move. And of course, I always, because this is the square root of the 618, the 1272. As a general rule of thumb, those will make some great targets when you bounce off that 618. For a longer term trade idea. And it's just all based on this ratio off of here. And then how far it came down. That's my alpha. That little technique's changed my life. And only you guys get to know it, or unless you watch my fifth video, because I put it up in the membership section trying to explain all of that. So there is other material talking about it. But nice. And somehow I wasn't paying attention to that. This is a support resistance flip. We did talk about that though, I think, right? I just didn't realize it was a 618 on the other chart, or I let it go if I did. 618 Fibonacci support resistance flip. There is a chance, and before finding that out, remember I talked about this is a pattern. It looks like it could reverse. It's just a falling channel. Sometimes they look, to me, sometimes they look like a stiletto heel. I don't know why, but sometimes they just look like a woman's shoe. This looks like olive oil shoe because I can't draw a high heel shoe, but what? What is that? That doesn't look like a shoe at all. Get your mind out of the gutter, mister. What's it doing? So so yeah, we see the possibility that there might be a $6, but man, just right now, it'd be cool if she bounces there. It really would. It'd be really, really cool. Because if she comes down to those points, that 786 level we're talking about, her bounce back's not going to be quite as much. Still good. We'd still get a target from it, but we'd have different targets. Maybe she'll bounce. I don't know. I'm cool either way, really. But if you're trying to get her cheaper, I hope she goes down there for you. But if she makes your bags pump with her going up from where she is, hey man, I hope that's what she does too. Mr. Mouse says, I was wrong. Casper held 18 cents on the hourly. We're going to the dollar. To $1. Sam Weld, how juicy is the highest high street? How juicy is high street? How's it doing? Oh, she's down here. To me, I think these are good. High street makes some numbers, man. I was impressed. She got up to $9 on that last move. Now, honestly, after doing it this time, I don't think she's going to just immediately jump back there and do it. We don't usually see that. We usually see some kind of a boring accumulation. But that doesn't mean that she can't make some of these other numbers, like $4 from here pretty quick. So she can make some good gains. Maybe not up that high either, though. We'll have to maybe pull the fib. But $4, I can see $4 coming into play. But this will probably accumulate. People probably just played out with it. This is what we see after we get a nice big blow off top kind of big move up like that. They go up the ghost for a little bit, but for you long term, you know, thinking ahead long term, yeah, I liked it. But you want this trend line to hold. It's kind of risky to collect through here, but what are you doing when you're DCA? You're just buying and adding. And DCA might be actually a good strategy for this right now. Got these little bottom areas. Nibble here a little bit. Nibble back while she's just kind of in this little zone. Just a little nibbles. And that builds up a bag quicker than anything, and you don't miss it as much. Just go, oh, throw it in the bag. I likes it. I need to get some more of it. At that price, I like that. That was amazing to win to $10 or near it. Pumpkin. Grimmer says yes. It looks like ABC and C normally goes longer than A wave. That's why I feel. Okay, cool. You just told me you know some stuff, so I don't have to explain this stuff as much. Okay, cool. All right. If it turns around now and the A wave is still stronger than the C wave. You got your plan there. All right, cool. I think a lot of you guys are probably good at TA. I think a lot of you guys got your own system and everything. Your own ways of doing things like that. I think a lot of us, you know, in the market at this one time, it's a good chance. And if you don't, I'm trying to, only if you don't, then I'm just trying to give you some ideas to consider and stuff. Just sharing what I see and my ways of doing it, and not trying to, well, no, you have to give me money for me to show you. It's not like that. I figure if this channel is going to do anything, it'll do it organically. And we'll start seeing that with memberships, you know. Back when Haven was still in crypto, and he'd like to come out after his wins and give out some free memberships and things like that. So I got membership videos for all you members out there. Still plan on continuing that. I would like some, if you go to one of the members' videos and leave a comment with a suggestion for another topic, that would help. You just show me that you want me to talk about a certain thing or go over a certain thing. I'd be more than happy to do it. That's to give you guys whatever you guys want to go over, talk about. If there's anything I can share with you. Unless I oh damn Road Dog, you really got anything I want to learn? Well, okay, but I thank you for being a member anyway. I will throw my feet picture on there if you want. That is available in the higher tier VIP YouTube membership levels. I will put up my footsie pictures just for you on every chart I post. You might think that, well, that's too expensive. Well, no, because for my Telegram group, I do have a private section, same as the free group, but it's $5,000 a month. And I put my feetsy pictures on my charts. And they're loving it! Or at least they're saying they can't wait to join. The preliminary feedback sounds amazing for my feet pictures on charts, so I'm just saying. I'll give you a little taste right now of my sockies. And my PJs, I'm wearing PJs. Ah! Just so you know. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We'll take one more look at Bitcoin here. Mr. Mouse says I'm a pro at TA. It's true. There's nothing wrong with TA. Good TA. Everybody needs TA. Win Beetlejuice filter. If there is one. I don't know if I've actually looked for that. I'll have to look. Like yesterday, I drew not one, but two. Not two, but 3 lines. I totally messed up that delivery. Like yesterday, I drew not one, not two, but 3 lines. I messed it up again. Guys, thanks. Strega, how's the news? Oh man, I forgot the news. Thank you for that, Strega. Yeah, I do need to do news. I was cutting this out of my videos and posting it. I need to get it back in the habit. It just gives me some kind of extra content to put out there for nobody to click on, but the algorithm. Let's take a look at the news. All right, today in the news. Oh, you set that up, didn't you? I thought for sure I had this set up. All right. No worries. I got it. It's okay. There we go. So, altcoin news today. Let me get you clicked up there. Did you not do it? Am I missing it? There we go. Boomer. Points airdrop meta is dead is trending on crypto Twitter. Shouldn't it be CryptoX now? It should be CX. Right, I don't know, it doesn't need more abbreviations like that. Leading to negative sentiments about Blast. According to Reuters, the US SEC may approve the launch of a spot Ethereum ETF by July 4th. That corresponds with my TA saying we might get a bounce on stuff around the 5th. I heard about that today and I'm like, wow. There's signs on the chart saying we might get a nice bounce around the 5th. US and Germany governments are selling Bitcoin. This is creating fear of potential sell pressure in the market. AEVO has updated its tokenomics, committing to at least 1 million AEVO buybacks monthly from July to December. Acropolis has proposed a new roadmap featuring a DPoS-based blockchain and new tokenomics. A snapshot vote is set for June 29th. ENS has hinted at a rebrand unveiling soon. CQT Covalent raised $5 million in a strategic funding round led by Rocktree Capital. Jupiter CEO Where Me Al announced a PPP meme coin experiment, possibly including airdrops. Caspa Marathon DH has mined 93 million Caspa tokens since September 2023. Marathon Digital. Treasures The Beacon has surpassed 200,000 daily active users, and that should help out the Magic coin. Nate Silver first forecast of this election season gives Donald Trump a 66% chance of winning at the moment. All right, and there's our news. We'll give him a like and a retweet on that. Layer GG's where we get our news on the channel mostly, because it's just quick, fast, and kind of cool stuff that I don't ever keep. Oh, what are we looking at? My eyeballs are burning out. That was wrong. And always a bonus when you least expect it here on the Road Dog Crypto channel. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and end it now, and I'll be back tomorrow. God bless you. Thanks for hanging around.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice.
Mr. Miles says, I got a new TA question. When I use the measure tool on TradingView, why does it give a different percent numbers when going from top to bottom versus bottom to the top?
In the nighttime, hit my hotline, sharing secrets you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my
That's one of those mathematical answers that I'm not great at explaining too well, but you would 2x to make 100%, but if you dropped, you don't drop 100% to get half, you would drop 50% to get half, right? So it's like twice as much to go up, but half as much to come back. Does that make sense? Like for $50 to 2x, we gotta double it 100%. But for $100 to go to 50, we just have to cut it in half 50%. I think that's maybe what you're saying there. I broke Road Dog. You may have. Math is not my fortitude. It makes me think too hard. There you go. I think Sammy's got it. All right, good night, guys.
Good night, John boy. I'm done with this trash. Thought to be critical.